you mentioned again before that the record was really difficult. In what ways did you find it kind of a frustrating process during the making of it? I don't know.
Well, I don't think it was so much difficult as far as it was more going into it. We were actually kind of just going into a bunch of areas that we really hadn't been before, you know, and
challenging is probably a better word.
It was
difficult. Sounds like it was a bummer.
Yeah, no, it was great.
It was fun to make.
I mean, we're very proud of it.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. What came out of it is just. I mean, it's amazing. I have to say, I love it. Yeah, I really do. And making it was, it was great as well. But it was a lot of work, which is what we love because it's challenging to ourselves. And
I think something that's crucial to do is to surprise people, and to surprise people, you have to set the bar higher than they would set it, you know. And I think it would be, for us, it would be embarrassing if people set the bar higher for us than we did. And
it's a pretty high bar because your fans have high expectations of you, believe.
Well, that's
why we're all able to do at least 10 pull-ups.
Nice.
Because you have to be able to yank your body up over the bar.
Yeah. Have the cock push-ups going as well.
Actually, you know what? I can do 7.
Nice, good. Well, that's 2 more than last time.
That's right.
We should see him do cock push-ups, man. It's something to behold, seriously.
It's something to behold.
It's good, isn't it? It's good to have them back. Isn't it good to have them back? Yeah. Good to see you, man. Ow!
Ow.
How'd you feel about the whole touring Lullabies? You know, the touring that record, because you got off to a shaky start out here, definitely. You know,
I got off to a shaky start everywhere, man. Yeah. I wasn't doing so good. I think I was a little bit sick in the head, you know, and then it manifests itself sick in the body, you know. But I feel like $100 plus a $5 now, so
you look $1 million lira.
Yeah, you know what? I feel $1 million lira, which is only $4.
How's the family? How's fatherhood? How you find that? You know, balancing between being a daddy and being in a rock band.
Best music I ever made. You
nice.
Know? And it's really cool. It's like having a really small person. Sometimes I'm like, there's a really small person in the room next door, and I'm so glad I didn't sell her, you know. So glad.
I'm glad you made another record, because you know what they say, man. Once you get a kid, leave your music at the door.
Yeah, it's that and the 40 curse. So it's like once you have a family, music sucks, and then once you're 40, your music sucks. But
one down, you're doing all right.
We're far from 40, but I got one down, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
It's true.
All I had to do was hold my nose and swallow. And boom, you get one down.
We were catching up with Out the Monkeys the other day, and they had some lovely things to say about you, and I think that it's pretty common knowledge now that their new record is certainly influenced by you guys, and they've said it to me on more than one occasion. Well,
that's good for us. We didn't realize that, but we like their record, so that helps, right? That was really good. If you're listening to a record and you're like, this is badass, and someone's like, yeah, they said it was influenced by you, you're like, hell yeah, it was.
That's cool. We like those guys. It was cool. It was cool.
Then,
it's good to hear.
It's not just in the Fray as well. Big fans of you guys. The new record heavily influenced by
the Fray. Afraid not.
Yeah, but I was talking to Helders, and he was, Joe, you pretty much single-handedly changed his drum style. I mean, he quoted me as saying kind of more arm, less wrist, which I thought was quite a nice way of putting it.
That's actually, you know what? That's 100% correct. More arm, less wrist, because they have a certain tightness to them and a certain, it's like a certain stiffness. It's what we call the white man's groove. It's how to devo yourself, and along with that means devolve yourself, because complicated isn't necessarily sexy, but devolved, kind of bonehead, angular jabs is sexy, you know? I know it doesn't sound like it, but if I drew it out, you'd be like,
I didn't understand a word of it.
I know. And it was in English, too.
I have to go back and review it and pretend I know what the fuck you're talking about. When you guys are writing the music, like on the new record, for instance, and we get a little insight into the creative process every now and then. You dropped a couple of things on YouTube. Good to see you keeping up with the kids. And but when I see you guys writing and stuff, and the way some of the fills come in, because you always keep it interesting with the fills, and it's always kind of moving, and like you say, it sort of comes in, you'll notice new things as you go. I mean, is that kind of done it together as a band, or do you just feel it and just write as it's going?
Well, it's like I had said to somebody prior to when another interview, it was like, there's certain things that, I know as a drummer for myself, what work with the Queens that necessarily wouldn't work somewhere else, and I know when Josh writes, there's things in particular he has in mind, and this, but the movements are explosive with what we do. It's like we're not afraid to sit on something for, as in turning on the screw, that riff that they're going back and forth. The actual only movements that happen in that section are the drums, because it's just that hypnotic move of what they're doing is, and I'm gradually moving and obviously coming back, but it's all intentional, there's nothing wasted, it's.
Well, and I think without having something be too long, you give room for movement. Room for movement.
I like it. I always come up with brand new words whenever I hang out with you. Just words.
Here's a word I like that is tremendous.
Tremendous is dope.
It's tremendous and intense at the same time.
And I've gotten mileage out of recapitation as well. I've gotten so much use out of that. Good looking out for that, Casey. Nice. People think I'm funny and shit.
That's because we want the retarded to get re-smarted.
Oh, there you go. Put it on the list. Put it on the list.
You know what? Yeah, and but as far as the record goes, I really think this is a record where Joey, it's like Joey's record. It really shines on it. The drum the playing of the drums is like riffs, as if they were played on guitar.
It is. It's the first time I think that the current incarnation of Queens of the Stone Age really felt like a prop band. Which isn't to say I don't love lullabies. I do. Yeah. But I just feel that you're not feeling each other out anymore. You definitely feel like you understand each other's playing from all that touring and everything else. Really
Lullabies is such a dark record, and it represents that time frame so well.
Does he think Lullabies is dark? The new one's like fucking.
But this is like dark. This is instead of dark. This is like darkness, and not like the
darkness.
It's just that the sun has gone down, and it ain't a full moon, and so you can't see everywhere.
Well, the groove is back as well, man. It's got a real dance feel.
Yeah, you can shake ass to every single track on this.
It'd be a dark dance party.
Yeah, but
exactly.
It's lots of dark ass.
Someone would end up in hospital, but it would be, worth.
You know what? This has got more jiggle than the Jello factory. It's got more hooks than a bait shop. We put the lean and clean and the ice and nice.
3s and 7s.
Make you throw rocks at your grandma.
Right. In terms of choosing that as a single? Why?
We don't even care, really. I got to be honest. It's like we're proud of the whole record, and single schmingle, Pringle Dingle.
You released some good singles in the past, though. So like Song for the Deaf, obviously, or the ones that came off that were perfectly positioned. I think Little Sister and some of the songs that come off Lullabies felt almost designed for radio, even though I know that's not how you write. Yeah. Whereas this time around, as you say, it feels like an album. So that decision was made by somebody else to make it easier for you.
What we do is we call it funneling. We know that singles are going to be picked, and we make it. Instead of making singles, we make songs that we know can't be, and so you have to pick one of these that are left.
Right. And so, process of elimination, basically.
Yeah, it's either art or funneling.
Right.
And so we made a bunch of art and a bunch of funneling, and
that happens when that comes together, don't you?
Yeah.
You see
farting.
You see what's happening? That comes together.
Good, man.
Yeah, you're good. I like you a lot. Do you want to know where I'm staying?
I want to know where you got your Vans, box fresh and everything, man. Did you guys get paid or something? The advance come through? Good work. Well done. You got some people coming in and hanging out on the record as well. Julian Casablancas came and sang on it. Yeah. Not instantly recognizable if you didn't know, but then when you do know, you hear him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we don't like to spotlight dance.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we have a guest and it's Zane. And then you turn this thing on.
There.
See, I do like to spotlight dance.
That's like a piercing in the taint of life, that thing right there. Just like, ow.
Trent